different fundraising, if you will, and we don't know what we would do without you. So continue doing your thing. We also know that you're a major part of the community, as well as it's coming up again for the Good Karma Children's Radiothon, which is another tremendous thing you do for the nonprofits. But that's how the program started.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this. You gather 100 people in the community. Do you come to them? Do they come to you? And then once you get to 100, what happens after that?
So we have been doing a bit of recruiting. We're at about 65 members, so thank you to everybody who has signed up for this initiative so far. But yes, once we get to 100 members, or even if we don't, we're going to go in with what we have. And from there, like you said, we meet once a quarter. So our first kickoff event is next week, February 11th at Bayside. We already have the nonprofits selected and ready to go, but we're really looking for people to sign an annual commitment, just so we're not always hunting people down. But if you sign an annual commitment of $100 every quarter, it would just go such a long way in giving funds back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And $400 is a pretty good entry point, especially if you spread it out over the course of a year.
Definitely. We did some fundraising last year for the St. Vincent Food Pantry expansion project, and we found that a lot of the same people have been solicited for money. So it's always been the same people giving, and we thought this was a great opportunity for more people to get involved.
Right. Nikki, I'm sorry, you were about to say something.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, we thought it was a great opportunity for a smaller commitment, the $100 per quarter and the 1 hour per quarter. We will make sure that these stay within that hour time frame. But for just everyone in the community to really get involved. And earlier you mentioned what happens if you don't make the founding 100. Well, we'll put you on the waiting list. I think not every event is for everyone. So as people change their priorities and their commitments, we will just invite people that have been added to the waiting list. So everyone, there is a little bit of an urgency. We're filling up pretty fast. So if you want to be the founding 100, you should really reach out pretty quickly.
Right. So how do they get in touch? If they're interested, if they're listening right now and think they want to be a part of it, what's their next step?
Sure. I believe you have our information posted online, but we do have an email address. You can contact us at giving100@beaverdamacf.com.
We also do have a Facebook page under Beaver Dam Area Giving 100, so feel free to reach out to us there. We do have a landing page on the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation's website as well. But also our information is on that Facebook page too if you'd like to call us directly.
Very good. We are talking with Tom Heffron, Melanie Booty, and Nikki Petter with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation about the Giving 100 campaign. We need to take a quick break right here, but we'll be right back. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Stay tuned to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, presented by Professional Floor Covering.
And welcome back to Community Comment in the Daily Dodge TV studios. Here's Terry Bell.
Thank you very much, Jake. We're talking with Tom Heffron, Melanie Booty, and Nikki Petter with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation, talking about a really unique and exciting event coming up on February 11th. It's the Giving 100 event, and 100 people can pool their money and be able to make a bigger impact. Maybe you're someone who, doesn't have a lot of money, or, kind of wants to dip your toe in the world of philanthropy. This is an opportunity to get started at a nice bite-sized level, and then see how you like it, and make a good impact on the community. I'll let our guests talk more about that, but if you would like to join the program, we invite you to call or text 920-887-9595, or you can call the WBEV studio line at 885-4446. So the big night is February 11th at Bayside Supper Club. Walk us through what we can expect to see happen there that night.
Yes. So we're going to have a little small cocktail hour starting at 5:30, with appetizers being provided by Booty Realty. So got to get that in there. And from there, we have 3 great nonprofits who will be presenting this evening. So it will be PAVE. They are starting a new initiative called Sheltering Together. So they're trying to expand their space where victims of abuse can come together with their families and their pets as well. So that is one of the initiatives. The next is Community Care, who is looking to do a curriculum update, and they will be needing funds for new materials for that. And lastly is a great organization that I've never heard of called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They provide beds to children in need. So we will have a 5-minute presentation from each of those organizations, followed by 5 minutes of questions and answers. And then these 100 people who are donating their time and their money will vote anonymously, and collectively, one of those organizations will win the full grant of $7,500. Now, you may be asking, well, there's 100 people giving $100, that's $10,000. So we're not keeping that money. That money is going into an endowment fund with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation. And eventually, in a few years, if we see the need for a big project, our members will vote and help us decide. And of course, with Tom Heffron overseeing it, we'll decide where that money will go. So every quarter, 100 people will really be giving away $7,500 to a community nonprofit organization, to people in need.
Right. Now, how do you get 100 people to deliberate and make a choice? That sounds kind of unwieldy.
Yes, that sounds like it would be awful. So what we will do is everyone will get a chip upon entry. We'll have a table set up where you can fill out your name tag, check in, and get your chip. Once all 3 groups are done presenting, all of your questions have been asked and answered, then there will be 3 boxes. You will put your chip into the box of the person that you feel you would like to make your donation towards, and then we'll just go by majority rules.
Okay. And then does the successful applicant find out instantly?
Immediately.
Okay. All right. What about, I hate to kind of bring everything down, but what about the 2 that aren't successful that night?
Well, they may not walk away with that initial money, but they will get exposure to not only the people who watched us draw these names live on our Facebook page, that's still up, but they'll also get the exposure. 100 people will hear what your organization does, what needs you serve, and you never know what that does. Maybe someone works at a furniture store and they hear about Sleep in Heavenly Peace and they're like, hey, we could really help you in a different way. So even if you're not walking home with the money that night, it's still really great exposure. And you are able to reapply. I believe it's a 1 year after your initial presentation, you can reapply and you can come again for another chance.
Okay, and I don't know if we, Tom, go ahead.
Well, and you brought up the question that a lot of people have been asking too, and as a past executive director of a couple nonprofits in my day, I had that concern. But then what we saw with the Fondy 100 program is that really all the agencies benefited by their presentation, okay? And they really can't tell their whole story in 5 minutes anyway, and that's all the time that they have, plus questions and answers. But all the agencies have benefited by some additional contributions or some additional volunteers, or they just the plain, like Nikki said, just the exposure out to the community of what this organization does. Because a lot of people don't know that they may know certain things about PAVE or community care or the sleep
And Heavenly Peace.
piece. They may know a little bit about that, but they don't know everything. So then quite often then they also get information or they go on their website and they all the benefits, all the different agencies do benefit by the Beaver Dam Area Giving 100.
And my guess is you're rather upfront with the agencies that apply. That's okay. You'll have a 1 in 3 chance of being chosen that night, but this can still be good for you in other ways.
Yes, absolutely. So if you apply, we actually have a little pot started, and we randomly draw 3 names out. So that's how we came up with these 3 first organizations. If you didn't get selected that time, your name stays in the pot, so you can reapply then. And the organizations know that they're up against 3 others. They were all drawn at the same time and all found out together. So they know going into it. But again, it's creating exposure as well as, donating funds.
And as you mentioned, a great opportunity for people who, want to be philanthropic, but maybe only have, $100 to give. They can still be helpful.
Yeah, definitely. You may feel like $100, how far can that go? But when you pull it together and realize you're part of the $7,500 grant, it's huge. It's huge for you, the other 99 people, and for those organizations as well.
Right. And you say you've gathered about 65 participants so far. What kinds of feedback have you been getting from them? Are these individuals? Are they tied to businesses or civic groups? How are you finding them?
Yeah, it's been mostly individuals, which is truly amazing. That's really kind of the goal, is to be able to help 100 people not only make this larger donation, but feel a sense of community in coming together at these quarterly events and really being able to see the needs of the local area, right? I mean, obviously only 3 organizations will get to present each quarter, but that adds up. You've learned about 12, potentially 12 new organizations in the community, and then what those community needs really looks like. So you never know what other doors that will open up.
We have had a few businesses sign up as well, which has been really exciting. They committed to the annual commitment of $400, and then every quarter they're going to send one of their employees to learn a little bit more and to vote for them. If your concern is that, hey, I don't have time or I can't make these event dates, you can certainly send a proxy in your place to vote for you and just hope they choose the one that you would choose as well. But yes.
Right. But even so, and I think one of the big draws of this is it's not a big time commitment. It's 1 hour every 3 months. That's pretty manageable, I would guess, for an awful lot of people.
Yes, we certainly hope so. We're trying to make it as manageable and as exciting as we can. And we have some really great businesses sponsoring these events for us as well. So like we said, the first one is at Bayside. In May, our second one is at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. Quarter 3 is in August at Old Hickory, and the 4th quarter is at Wayland Academy. So it's also great exposure for businesses, getting people to your companies as well. So if you're interested in hosting, the event space would have to hold at least 100 people, but we would love to hear from you and work with you next year.
Very good. We're talking with Tom Heffron, Melanie Booty, and Nikki Petter with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation about the Giving 100 event that's coming up on February 11th at Bayside Supper Club. We need to take a quick break, but we will be right back. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
This week's
studios with Terry Bell for more of today's community comment.
Thank you so much, Jake, and welcome back, everybody, to Community Comments. Our guests today are from the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation, Tom Heffron, Melanie Booty, and Nikki Petter. And they were talking about Giving 100. And this is an opportunity for a lot of people to pool in a little bit of money each and have that go a long, long way to some deserving nonprofit in the Beaver Dam area, Greater Dodge County area, I'm guessing. If you have a question or a comment for Tom, Melanie, or Nikki, we invite you to call the program or text us at 920-887-9595, or you can call the WBEV studio line at 885-4446. And Tom, I think you were mentioning at the top of the show, this is an idea that has its origins up the road in Fond du Lac.
Yeah, so the Fond du Lac Area Foundation, they're our parent organization, and they started this a couple of years ago, and they realized how successful it was. And they also realized that a lot of great needs from the nonprofits, and they were also hearing the same message that a lot of people are very busy, but they also can commit 4 hours over the course of the year. And so we talked with them, we visited with them, we went to a couple of their events. They were very well run. And I just wanted to say we know that ours are going to be very well run because between Melanie, Nikki, and then there's another person that also is part of the committee here. That's Libby Lumans, okay? And previously they were involved with the foundation in raising a lot of money for the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. Actually $34,000 in 6 months. It was a new record for the Chamber Leadership Group. So when they approached the foundation, we were thrilled that we know it's going to be very successful. All three of them are excellent, wonderful, dedicated community leaders. And so so now we have the leadership, we have the people, all three of them that are going to be running the program. And now we have already 65 people, hope to get up to 100. But whatever we get, because this is a brand new program. People don't even know what it is yet, but that's why what you're doing with this program, as well as Daily Dodge and the Facebook, to get the word out, we know it's going to build. But we'd like to have as many people as possible be part of the inaugural group. And really be part of the community, and this is a very fast way to help the community and help Beaver Dam and Dodge County.
Okay. Question for Nikki and Melanie then. Out of the three agencies that are going to be presenting on the 11th, they've been chosen out of a field of about how many did you get initially?
We got 6 initial agencies to submit an application, and then we just drew live on Facebook. We picked 3 out of a hat. So we're looking for more agencies to come and apply.
Yep. So if you're a municipality, a school, a nonprofit, service organization, club, any local group who is really looking to get sort of a particular project off the ground and would like this money, we invite you to apply. We will review all the applications when they come in, and if we feel like the project doesn't necessarily align, we'll let you know, and we'll help to see if you can find something that would align with the mission.
And that's an important point too. I think this is not a call for nonprofits who just want a donation. This money has to go to a very specific project that they're proposing.
Yes, so the money can't go towards your overhead or wages or keeping the lights or the heat on. It needs to be a specific project that you're looking to initiate, or that you just need funding to help it spread. And we want to be clear, it doesn't just need to be a Beaver Dam organization. We are trying to help all of Dodge County. And that goes for the members as well. So you don't need to be a member of Beaver Dam. If you are in Dodge County and looking to make a difference, this is a great way to do it. Another thing is, I've heard a lot that people say it's really hard to meet people in Beaver Dam or in Dodge County, and this is a really great way to meet 100 other really great people. So if you're new to town or you're just looking to get out and meet new people, this is a great event to do that at.
I would say, especially since you want to be a part of things, you want to help, but maybe you kind of want to get in on kind of a nice entry level ground floor level and not bite off more than you can chew at first.
Yeah, it's a really low commitment way. And if you want to come to the first meeting and just kind of check it out, let us know. I think that we would welcome people who are a little uncertain. We will not have a chance to vote unless you've made the $100 commitment. But we, within a reasonable amount of people, would love people to come and just kind of see what it's all about. We're always happy to answer questions, and we understand things are new. You might not understand kind of what exactly we're trying to do, and like I said, we would welcome any and all questions and people to see what we're all about.
Yeah, and again, if you want to get in contact with us or have questions, of course, you can call in. But you can reach us by email at giving100@beaverdamacf.com. Find us on Facebook at Beaver Dam Area Giving 100. Our phone numbers are on there as well, and we would love to talk to you about it.
Certainly. Now, you had 6 agencies initially sign up for this first event. 3 were selected randomly. What happens then with the remaining 3?
Yeah, so those remaining 3 will remain in the running. If you're not selected to present, you remain in the pool. If you are selected, but you do not win, you may reapply after 1 year. And if you do win, then there is a 3-year window. But yeah, anybody who applies and was not selected will remain in the pool, and we'll just build these organizations. So hopefully we have a really nice, voluminous drawing every month or every quarter.
So those 3 that were not drawn from the hat on Facebook, they'll get another chance later in the spring.
Yes, so unless their initiative changes, they don't need to reapply. Their application is still with us, and their name is still in the drawing. So hopefully they'll get drawn next time, or one of them will. But we are looking for more people to apply, more organizations to apply, get their mission out, because we want to always have certainly at least 3 available to draw from.
Certainly.
And I think that'll happen because once we get through Wednesday, next Wednesday, as far as the event, the very first event, the foundation, we've given out now $350,000 over the 6 years, as we talked about on this program in the past. Well, that means 95 different Dodge County nonprofits have gotten money. So hopefully there'll be quite a few of them that also apply for this program. If they can apply for our grants as well as the Beaver Dam Area Giving 100, it's all separate, but they can certainly apply. So we fully expect a number of Dodge County nonprofits to apply for this program as well.
And it is not difficult to apply. There is an application on the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation's website, both if you're looking to apply for the grant or if you'd like to become a member. The application is on there as well.
Do you hear sometimes, Tom, especially, you've been at this a while, from nonprofits that, are just getting started and don't know how to connect with possible donors?
Yeah, especially if they're brand new, okay, or if they're an agency that's $10 or $15 or $20,000. I can tell you that they are basically all struggling for board members. They're all struggling for volunteers. We also said that part of the foundation idea was to get mini grants out there. There is not one Dodge County nonprofit that doesn't need money at this time. These 3 are wonderful. It's a good mixture of needs and different services out there. And so part of it is they can contact if a nonprofit starts up, because I thought I knew the vast majority of the nonprofits, but every time the grants cycle hits, we get more and more nonprofits that we've never heard of before. Okay, we've heard of this one as well. We've heard of them, but we don't know them really well. We do know the Community Care. We do know PAVE, because they also have funds with us as well, and they've also get different applications to us as well. But certainly, any and all opportunities like this, nonprofits should definitely apply.
Very good. Our guests are with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation. We're talking to Tom Heffron, Melanie Booty, and Nikki Petter about the Giving 100 event. That's on Wednesday, February 11th. We'll talk more about it on the other side of this break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Studios with Terry Bell.
Thank you so much, Jake. And right you are. A few minutes left, but still plenty of time for you to join the conversation. You can call us or text us at 920-887-9595 or 885-4446. We're talking with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation about a really exciting opportunity. You know, if you have $100 to give to charity, you can make that turn into $7,500 when you team up with your friends and neighbors around Dodge County. And that money will go to a very deserving nonprofit to help them with a very important project. So our guests today are Tom Heffron, Melanie Booty, and Nikki Petter. And there was someone who's not with us today who you wanted to express your gratitude to.
Yes, the third member of our group is Libby Lumens. She is on the Mexico trip with the radio station
That's
right now.
right.
So we miss you very much, but we're sure you're having a great time. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, so this is a new project, pretty ambitious. What's it like to start up a new initiative like this? So why do that instead of maybe getting involved in a project that's kind of been around and tried and true?
Yeah, we attended the Fond du Lac event, and I think we just all thought it was so interesting and such a great concept to be able to take 100 people and bring them together, as well as the exposure for the organizations who are presenting. We love a challenge. I think Tom saw that when we raised our money last year through the leadership program, and we had some different ideas, but this one just really resonated with us. I think we're very community-minded people, so that really was really attractive to us to bring these people together.
And like we mentioned earlier in the show, we noticed it was all of the same people always giving money. So this was a great way to open it up to people who maybe don't have huge pocketbooks and still want to give back. And I will say, Tom and I have a different recollection of events. He says that we came to the foundation, but I think it was the other way around. But either way, we're very excited to partner with the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation.
Yeah, I bought their breakfast, and then they said yes. And I gave them 6 different ideas to different ideas that we were talking about as far as how to expand the giving. And as we all know, that Beaver Dam and Dodge County, even though we're only 88,000 or 90,000 people here, we are extremely generous for our size community and our size county. It's always surprising to us the generosity. And this is just another program to help people contribute to the better good, and to help people and to help these agencies, but also helped Beaver Dam and Dodge County and the services that many, many people need. And Good Karma has been a great partner with that as well. And I always close with the statement from the foundation saying, give while you live. And this is what this program does.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're describing this program throughout the course of the show, the person that I had in mind, you said, and we have said a few times that, it's ideal for someone who maybe doesn't have a lot to give right now. But I'm picturing maybe somebody who's in their 20s or 30s who may not have a lot right now, but someday will get more established and be in a position to be more generous. This is a great way to get your foot in the door a little bit.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, even if you don't win the grant, you're getting so much exposure. So those people in their 20s and 30s, they might find something that they could really be passionate about. And like Tom said, every organization needs board members and volunteers. So it's a great way to learn more about all of the needs in our community.
That's right. And like you say, you might find yourself on a board of a nonprofit that really speaks to you as far as their mission.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that's happened here, just, we've had a couple of people that are retired, and they needed a place to make contributions, with their retirement funds. And so we had a couple of people that actually contributed to the fund to help start this program. So that's available too, as well for people if they just wanted to contribute toward the Beaver Dam Area Giving 100 program. We can do that as well. So there's lots of different options for people.
Yeah. I think this would be great for a lot of people. So if you want to be a donor, or if you want to an agency looking for that donation, how can people get involved then going forward? And there's still time to get involved in the February event.
Yep, there's definitely still time. Again, you can email us at giving100@beaverdamacf.com. You can find us on Facebook, and we also have a landing page with the foundation. So there's definitely time to be one of the founding 100. There are still, after next week, there's going to be 3 more events if you have an organization that has a project coming up that could use some help. And we don't have any 2027 event venues yet. So if you have a location that you'd like to have some people come check out that can hold at least 100 people, reach out to us for that as well.
Yes, and if you are an organization and would like your employees to get more involved, you can certainly have an annual commitment and send your employees to this as well. And what's really exciting is during our last commercial break, I just got a phone call of somebody looking to become a member. So what we're doing is working, and we're hoping to get a lot more phone calls. If you don't apply or get in contact with us by our next event, certainly still reach out, because if we aren't full, we'll keep your name on the list to continue for when we need more people, members.
And for anyone who's joined the program since we first talked about it, remind us again the three agencies that will be presenting on the 11th and what it is they're doing and what projects they've chosen.
Yes, so the first name that was drawn was PAVE, and they are coming together to do, it's called Sheltering Together. It's an initiative where they're looking to expand their space, and I hope I'm getting this correct, but they're looking to make it pet-friendly as well, so victims can bring their pets and their family together during that time. Community Care is doing a whole new curriculum update, so they will need funds for those materials. And Sleep in Heavenly Peace is an organization that provides beds to children who don't have them. So all three great organizations. It's going to be, I think, very challenging to pick one. But again, you stay in the running for the next one, or after a year you can apply, and it's the exposure as well.
Yeah, very good. So if you have any questions or comments for us, 920-887-9595 or 885-4446. And the planning for, I'm sure, the 11th is well underway. Down the line, you have events every quarter, and you've got the venues lined up. And how else can people get involved? Maybe if they're not a nonprofit or a potential donor, are there any other ways to get involved with this?
I think we would always welcome ideas on how to spread the word further. So by all means, feel free to anytime share our posts on Facebook or reach out if you have an idea. Maybe we can do some fundraising events here and there as well. I think we love doing that stuff. So yeah, we would welcome any and all community input.
And there's always space for people at the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation getting in contact with Tom. I'm sure he's got a list of ideas to get involved.
Yeah, in fact, right now we're involved with 8 different fundraisers. Okay, from the library to the skate park, Beaver Fest. You're going to have more information about that. Or you've had PAVE again, Swan Park, Community Care. Community Care, as you know, is taking over Wilson School for their total programs there, and that's exciting. And then there's always Rotary Holiday Lights, okay, and that fundraiser. So, and then St. Vincent de Paul, of course, with the food pantry in the store. We did a spiel here a couple weeks ago on a community comment about the great needs for the homeless, okay. And again, Beaver Dam Dodge County responded, and that raised $15,000 for home or for hotel vouchers. So the needs are always great. The community has always responded and tremendously, and we thank actually everybody, all your listeners and the community for doing this. But this is another program that they could get involved that could really have some tremendous impact for the community.
All right, Nikki Petter, Melanie Booty, and Tom Heffron. The hour flew right by. I want to thank you so much for joining us. And of course, the event is the Giving 100 event, February 11th at 5:30 at Bayside Supper Club.
Yep.
Thanks. Thank you so much for having us.
And
Thanks
thank
for
you for
everything.
joining us on Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
This Valentine's